Linda and Mark Wardell coming to you from the Freedom and Virtue Institute in our series of young entrepreneur videos. We want to encourage young people to be able to make things, bake things, design things, create in any way, grow things, so that you might be able to start a little store to sell them and start saving for your future. And so today we've got another recipe for you for making banana loaf. So this is a very nice, especially if you have bananas that sit in your banana rack for a while and they become a little overripe or riper than you like to eat them, such as these, whereas these are still nice bananas to eat in our fruit bowl. These ones are great for making banana loaf. You can use the others, but these are particularly easy to mash. And so the ingredients we'll be using today are 4 ounces or 1 stick of butter, sugar, an egg. We're using 2 bananas because they're large. If they're smaller, you would use 3. Baking soda, some milk in the jug there, flour, and baking powder. And so, Miss Linda, would you like to start showing us, using your weights and measures here and the bowl, how we put together this banana loaf? Alright, so the first thing that goes into our bowl will be 4 ounces or 1 stick of butter. Have you prepared this butter in the microwave today, Miss Linda, or?
I've just had it out here.
You've had it out for a while, so it should cream well. And we're going to cream in 1 cup of sugar into our butter. 1 cup of sugar. That was a half a cup, and here's the second half a cup. So that's 1 cup of sugar. Now Miss Linda will cream the butter and the sugar together to make the first part of our banana loaf. These are particularly nice, especially when they come out of the oven. And any time we have some bananas that get a little past how we like to eat them. Of course, many people like to eat bananas like this. I prefer them not quite so ripe, but they make delicious ingredients in a banana loaf. And so that's what we're going to do with these today. Miss Linda's just creaming in the butter. Is it soft enough?
Yes, I've just got to
and you're doing that with a wooden spoon or a plastic spoon in this case.
And there's a lot of sugar here, so
it's quite a lot of sugar in 1 cup, so it takes a little while to work it in. Just be patient and cream that in together. And the butter will get a little softer as you go and a little easier to work as well.
Look at it now.
So Miss Linda, one thing that we will do as soon as you've finished creaming that is to set the oven on to preheat. Have we done that yet?
No. No.
Not yet? Alright. So we're going to cook this after we've added all the ingredients for 1 hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
This could have gone into the microwave just for a little bit.
Yes, so the butter was just a little bit on the firm side, making it slightly more difficult to cream.
Put it in just
and Miss Linda's just going to pop it into the oven.
This on as well.
We've got the oven now on at 350 to preheat, and this butter and sugar is going in the microwave for a few seconds here. 10 seconds. Just to soften that butter up a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and out it comes. And we'll probably see now that that's much easier to cream.
Much easier.
Yes, alright. So when Miss Linda finishes creaming this in, we're going to add the egg and then the bananas that will first mash. And you'll see why we like to use bananas that are a little riper than on the ripe side because they mash really easily. Alright, there's the butter and the sugar nicely creamed together. Now Miss Linda's breaking the egg in, and she'll mix that in as well. And then I see she's got another bowl with a fork already over there so that she can mash the bananas. Now the recipe that we've provided to you says 3 bananas, but we've got some large ones here, and we're only going to use 2 today, but normally the bananas are not quite as big as this that you might use, and so you use 3 bananas. There you go. Do you want me to take the skin and put it in the trash? Alright, so Miss Linda is mashing the first banana well with the fork. You want to really mash it up. The recipe calls for 3 well mashed bananas, and she's adding the first one in there to make a little room in the bowl. I'll just get this first one skin in the trash so I can take the second one. Now Miss Linda will mash the second banana. I can smell the bananas, very nice. Mash it up well so that it mixes in to the butter, sugar and egg well. Alright, so there's the banana going in. Now Miss Linda will really stir that up well. And she is now going to dissolve a little bit of baking soda. This recipe calls for half a teaspoon of baking soda. And she's going to add that to 3 teaspoons of milk. Half a teaspoon of baking soda, and dissolve it in 3 teaspoons of milk. There's another teaspoon, half teaspoon. Well, that's the half teaspoon, and put it in there. Just stir it around a little bit with a teaspoon here. And when that's dissolved in well, Miss Linda will add that into the mixture in the bowl and stir that in. And the next thing to go in is the flour, and we will use 1½ cups of flour and fold it in. 1½ cups of flour. That's the sugar, Ms. Linda. That's good. Don't want to make this too sweet. There we go. First ½ cup. Second ½ cup to make 1 cup, and another 1/2 of a cup. So the total is 1½ cups of flour, and then we fold that in to the mixture. And at the same time you can fold in the ½ teaspoon of baking powder, and there it goes. Alright, so that's it for the ingredients. And now Miss Linda will fold all those in together. And as you can see, this is a pretty quick recipe to make because that's the entirety of the ingredients. Now this entire mixture, when it's all stirred up properly, will get put in a pan and cooked, and then you can enjoy it. But we're going to line a loaf tin with wax paper. You could also just lightly grease the loaf tin and put the ingredients in if you don't have wax paper, but Miss Linda prefers to use the wax paper that we'll show you here in a minute, and show you what a loaf tin looks like as well. So there are the loaf tins, and what size are you going to use today, Miss Linda?
I'm going to use this one, but sometimes I put it into 2 smaller ones.
Alright,
So just showing you
if you wanted to sell one and keep one for yourself. And here would be the canola cooking spray that you could lightly grease this tin with. Just spray it around in there. But we're going to use this wax paper. Let's have a look at the... Alright, so rip that off. Let's look at the box for a minute. There it is. Cut right wax paper. Okay, that's what we used. And Miss Linda will just trim that up a little bit. So that it fits inside. And why do you like to use the wax paper, Miss Linda?
Because it's so much easier to get it out at the end.
Okay. It's easier.
And it doesn't get stuck to the bottom or the sides. You can just lift it straight out.
Okay. Now we're just going to make sure this is it well stirred up?
It's all stirred up.
Okay. Now Miss Linda's just going to add that directly into this loaf tin, as we call it, on top of the wax paper or the parchment paper. And then the oven has reached its preheat. You might have heard it beep a little earlier ago. Push that down. And there you have it. Now that goes in the oven for 1 hour, and then you can take it out and enjoy. And we'll put this in the oven, let it cook at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got some muffin pans in there. We've been making muffins and savories, and set it up for 1 hour, 60 minutes. There it is.
Oh, bother.
Oh dear, we went a little over, so we'll have to come backwards. There it is, 1 hour, and away it goes. Alright, so we will come back in 1 hour, just a little bit before, and we'll show you what our banana loaf looks like. Do you have anything? Miss Linda just pointed to the recipe so that I could show you that. But of course, as usual, we'll put this down at the bottom for you to be able to download. But there are the ingredients, and there is the very simple method to make banana loaf. And we hope that you enjoy this. So once again, we'll be back here in just about 60 minutes and show you the beautiful result of this banana loaf. Well, here we are back. It's now just 7 seconds to go until this banana loaf comes out of the oven, and there it is. There's the 1 hour time limit. Let's have a look at it as it comes out of the oven. It's risen nicely, it's browned. Oh yes, it looks very nice. Are you going to bring it over to the table, Miss Linda? Are you just checking it first? Oh yes, can you explain what you're doing there?
When you poke this in, when it comes out, if it's clean like that, it's cooked, but if batter is on it, it's not cooked.
Alright, so we just checked to make sure it was cooked all the way through, and here it is, our banana loaf.
Now,
very nice.
This is the reason why we put the wax paper in, because it's that easy to take out.
That easy to get it out of the tin. No sticking whatsoever. A little bit on the wax paper doesn't matter. Oh, that does look delicious.
Now
and
we just let it cool, and then you can lift it off the paper.
Alright, so there's a banana loaf made for you today by Linda and Mark Wardell from the Freedom and Virtue Institute. And this is a really lovely recipe. You will enjoy this. And if you wanted to, you could make it in smaller tins, and then you'd be able to sell those and make a little money for yourself, put it in the bank. And don't forget to save 10% of all of your earnings. Well, there we have it. Banana loaf from one of the recipes in the Young Entrepreneurs Enterprise series of videos that will allow you to get industrious, make things for yourself, your family, and to sell. We hope you've enjoyed this, and we really think you will love to eat this. So we're signing off from the Freedom and Virtue Institute. You can see this and the other videos in the series at fvinstitute.org, and click on the YouTube icon in the bottom right to go to our YouTube channel. Bye now.